do not discount using a middleman. There is extremely good reasons to use a middleman, particularly for your first order. Really good reasons. Most of that reasoning is around minimum order quantities. So if we are looking at launching a brand new product onto Amazon, again, I want to mitigate, so reduce my risk, my exposure. What if the product doesn't work? Not all products work. So what if the product doesn't work? What is my exposure of that particular product? So what I look for often is a middleman for my initial order, because I can get a lower minimum order quantity from a middleman. Typically, a factory wants to sell in volume, 500, 1,000, 2,000 units per order as your first order. That's their MOQ. And that's also, by the way, a very simple way of seeing if you've got a middleman or not, because you just can usually find that a middleman would have a lower MOQ. So here is a place here with 1,200 pairs. That is probably going to be a factory. Here is one pair. Well, that clearly is going to be a middleman. All right. 100 pairs. That's probably a middleman too. 300. Still probably going to be a middleman. All right. Nothing wrong with that. Here's why. Your first order. Let's just suppose that your product costs $10, just for ease of math, okay? So you order it through a factory. The factory says to you, yes, we'll do your order for you, but our minimum order quantity is 300 units, but you can get them half price. Instead of going to your middleman, instead of being $10 from your middleman, it's just $5 from us directly. So now you've got 300 times 5. How's your math, folks? What is 300 times $5? Folky folkies, give me some loving. Give me some math loving. What have we got? 300 times $5 is 1,500. Chris can go to the front of the group. Chris says $1,500. All right, fantastic. So here is our exposure is now $1,500. All right, that's our exposure. Your middleman says, hey, well, yes, I am twice the price of the factory, but with me, I'm going to let you order 100 units as my minimum order quantity, but it's $10. So what is $10 times $100? What is now our new price for that? $10 times $100. Survey says $1,000. Thanks so much, Athena. That's awesome. So my exposure is $1,000. So I've got $500 difference in terms of my exposure. So I am looking to mitigate my risk. Exposure is a risk. All right. So don't discount going to a middleman. That's a pretty glib example, but it gives you an understanding of the thought process that I go to. Don't worry about using a middleman. Middlemen are important because it allows you to test products with less exposure. All right. If, however, let's just answer your question now. If, however, you have found a middleman and you do your first order through the middleman, and then you say to yourself, now I want to use these unicorn slippers. Let's go these. I want these unicorn slippers and I want them for my store. They're selling really, really well. Now I know that they work. So now I want to sell them at volume, and my next order, I want to order 500. So 500 times $10 is 5,000. So I want to find my factory now. Where's the middleman buying them from? Well, simple way to do that is to come to this, and so a middleman will typically use the images that the factory gave them. They will not typically put together their own imagery. All right, so all you need to do is search for the image on Google. That's all you need to do. Search for the image on Google. So here it is. Here's the image. So I pulled it up, and you should be able to control, on a Mac, it's control, CTRL, and click on your PC. It's probably going to be right click on the actual image, and then you want to view image. So now I've got the image, fantastic, and now that's the image that's hosted on Alibaba's servers, all right? Now if we do the same thing again, we're going to be able to do an image search, all right? So now I want to do an image search. So I'm just going to copy that URL, pull up a new thing, go to Google Images, and we're going to search by image. We're going to paste in our URL for what we just got, click on search, and see what comes back. Now, oftentimes, we're going to find, you can see already, look, loads and loads of people selling this product all based on that one image. So people selling it haven't even changed the image, which is just nuts. So oftentimes you're going to find, particularly like that, you're going to find them that way. You'll also find if anybody else is selling the product, which is good information to get. But here we can see DH Gate. That's one place I'd go and check out. There's another DH Gate. That's another place I'd check out. So I'd look for it that way, go through all of them, find it that way. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.